The day I bought that house, I knew one thing for sure. No HOA, no rules, no one telling me what I can or can't do. It was exactly what I wanted. A quiet place, right outside a big HOA community. Close enough to everything, but not controlled by anyone. Or at least, that's what I thought. It was a calm morning. I was standing by my gate, coffee in hand, enjoying the silence. Then out of nowhere, 3 police SUVs pulled up outside my driveway. I remember thinking, this has to be a mistake. But then I saw her, a woman in a bright red suit, storming toward my gate like she owned the place. Karen. And behind her, 6 police officers. She didn't even wait. She pointed straight at me and started yelling, "You're not supposed to be here. This property is part of our HOA. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't argue. I just took a sip of my coffee and said, "No, it's not." That made her even angrier. She turned to the officers. "He's trespassing. He built this illegally. This entire area belongs to us." One of the officers stepped forward. Calm, professional. "Sir, do you mind explaining what's going on?" I nodded. "Sure. This is my property. I bought it legally. It's not part of the HOA. Karen laughed. Actually laughed. Like I just said something stupid. "You don't understand. We control this entire neighborhood, including this road." That's when I smiled, because I knew she had no idea what she was talking about. I reached into my jacket, pulled out a folder, and handed it to the officer. "Here are the property documents, survey maps, county records." The officer took a few seconds, looked through everything, then called another officer over. They both checked, and then they exchanged a look. That look told me everything. Karen saw it too. Her confidence started slipping. "What is it? What did he give you?" she snapped. The officer turned back to her. This property is legally his, and it is not within your HOA jurisdiction." Silence. For about 2 seconds. Then she exploded. "That's impossible. We've always controlled this area. He can't just come in here and ignore our rules." Now the officers looked annoyed. I crossed my arms. Still calm. "This land was never part of your HOA. You just assumed it was." She shook her head. No, we can take this property if we want. We have authority here." That's when the mood shifted. The officer stepped forward. You do not have authority over private property outside your HOA. And if you continue to harass him, this becomes a legal issue." You could see it hit her. For the first time, she wasn't in control, but she wasn't done. She pointed at me again. "This isn't over. We'll escalate this. We'll take legal action. We'll shut this down." I took one last sip of my coffee. Then I walked over to my gate, opened it, and stepped closer. Now we were face to face, and I said something she clearly didn't expect. "Go ahead, try." Then I handed the officer another document. This is the full land survey, stamped and approved by the county, along with access rights to this road. The officer looked at it, nodded, then turned to her. This road, this property, all of it is legally his. There's nothing you can do here." That was it. That was the moment. Her entire attitude collapsed. No more yelling. No more confidence. Just silence. The officers stepped back. One of them looked at her and said, "I suggest you leave, before this turns into something else." She didn't argue this time. She couldn't. She turned around, walked back toward her car, and for the first time, she looked small. The police cars pulled away one by one, and just like that, everything went quiet again. I walked back inside, refilled my coffee, and sat down on my porch, like nothing ever happened. But here's the best part. The next day, I got a letter from the HOA trying to formally claim authority over my property. I sent it straight to my lawyer. His response was simple. "This property is outside your jurisdiction. Further contact will be considered harassment." After that, nothing. No letters. No visits. No Karen. And ever since that day, I've enjoyed my house exactly the way I wanted. Peaceful, quiet, free. V.